Hello, everybody, and welcome into That Real Texas Team podcast, episode 85, as we are getting close to the start of the 2025 regular season. Um, we've got some major headline news and some roster cuts ahead of the actual roster cut down day tomorrow or today, depending on whenever we release this. But before we get into that, my name is Curtis. I'm the host of the channel. With me, as always, my resident co-hosts. Tonight, up at the top right, you've got Chris, a.k.a. Pac-Man Freestyle, a.k.a. Slim Chickens. You can find him on the podcast, That's Crazy Podcast and Talk, all across the social medias. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Do the same thing for our main man, Mike, a.k.a. Magic Mike, a.k.a. the Black Mr. Clean. And you can find him at Mass 3 Productions all across the internets. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Trying to grow both of these gentlemen's channels. Do the same thing while you're at it. Here on this one, we are at 303 subscribers, y'all. Like to see the number keep going up. And with the season coming around, it's a good time for it. So, without any further ado, let's get into it.
Goddamn, I got fireworks.
He got everything, man. He's living in the future. Dr. Theopolis over here.
Yeah.
So look, the big news today for Texans fans and everybody who drafted him, Joe Mixon starts the year on injured reserve, missing at least the first 4 games. So, gentlemen, let me hear your thoughts on the whole situation.
I would be honest, I feel like I've known this for like a month and a half, maybe 2. And I feel like the Texans have known for 4 months. Like the bringing in Nick Chubb, we questioned a few times. We're like, bro, what does he have left? Why are we bringing in him? Why don't we give Dameon Pierce a good chance? We just drafted Woody Marks.
Yeah.
Dare's still here. It all comes together right now. It makes complete sense now of why Nick Chubb is here.
Yep.
We're prepared for it. I think the Texans have way more faith in Dameon Pierce than any of the fans do.
Yeah.
And that's even the Dameon Pierce truthers that are like, he just needs the right opportunity and he'll be great. I think the Texans actually do believe that. Because at this point, how much longer is Mixon's guaranteed money ends after this year?
Yep.
Woody Marks is not a 3-down running back. Nick Chubb is older than Mixon. Wouldn't it be great if we could say next year going into the year, we know for a fact Dameon Pierce and Woody Marks are our running back duo?
I mean, ideally, that'd be the best scenario. Some guys we've already drafted that have been in the system, that know everything. Yeah, that'd be the dream scenario. It needs to happen for Dameon. Dameon needs to look like rookie year Dameon. And I think, and this can't be understated or overlooked. The likes of Dameon Pierce, Kenyon Green, John Mechie, all those guys from the 2022 draft class. What do all of those guys have in common? They've all had at least 3 offensive coordinators.
Yep.
In the NFL only. It doesn't bode well when you have that much inconsistency and change in the offensive play calling department and scheming. Obviously, we saw the dramatic difference year 2 with Dameon Pierce, where he's in Bobby Slowick's system, which is designed to help running backs. But Dameon Pierce has never even set foot on a field with somebody who knew what the word zone meant, let alone an actual offense with zone blocking scheme. And the fact that he actually had to do mental work before he hit the hole, I think slowed his ass down a lot.
Yep, because he's never had to do it his whole damn career.
Yeah.
You go watch his games at Florida. Hit the hole full speed. It's going to be right there. Yep. Gotcha, coach.
You got to have clear, defined holes for Dameon Pierce. So if he's successful this year, I think the hat on a hat thing, that's the thing I keep hearing at all the press conferences with Nick Caley. which separates it from the Shanahan-Slowick dynamic. I think it could open up a lot of gaps. It's also going to require a little bit of reading the field, but not necessarily as much. Chris, what do you think?
Okay, so I agree with you with the reading the field part. And if you also think about it, I think one thing that might help him, he already does like special teams, a lot of run backs and things like that. I think those things would, in my opinion, help him a lot better with reading the field because I agree I'm gonna go like in the what was it, Titans game? You had the big run.
Yeah.
He just went.
Just went. And like I said, I think special teams might help him. I look here. If you want me to be honest, I don't see it being a Pierce and Wood Marks thing because I also think that Damian Pierce has had a problem staying healthy recently, also, and he's a running back, so there is that, and there is a plethora of them. You got a plethora of running backs. They might not be as skilled as the wide receivers that come out because I swear the wide receivers just get better and better. Like you don't have to pay anybody. I mean, like Cincy did what they did. I bet they could have picked them up with T. Higgins in the draft. I'm just, but you know, but that's back to Damian Pierce. I don't know. I personally do not see that happening. Damian Pierce would it would be the dream, but you would want rookie year Damian Pierce, and if you're not going to get rookie year Damian Pierce, you're not going to get a Pierce and Woody Marks adventure, I guess you'd say, because I don't look here. I'm one of the ones that think that they were going to cut Damian Pierce, so.
With all of that being said, you said like that, he's had 3 offensive coordinators, right?
Yeah.
Do we know if any of those offensive coordinators were any good?
I mean, what was it? It was Pep Hamilton his rookie year.
And where's Pep?
Exactly. It was Bobby Slowick his second.
Oh, and everybody just love Pep.
Yeah.
Pep's a good guy. Everybody says Pep's a good guy. But Pep's doing the same damn thing. Pep's on the podcast right now, just like we are.
Yeah. Well, and Pep is better served as a quarterback coach than he is anything else. He's kind of got that going for him. It's giving him an offensive coordinator is just too much responsibility for that man. Anyway,
that was his friend doing him a solid. That's what it was.
Oh, and I'm sorry, and just to finish, I guess my soliloquy. I guess because the thing about it is we kind of got off of the subject of the impact. So we're talking about Damian Pierce, but we need to be talking about the impact of what Nixon being gone for right now is, and we kind of.
Only reason I say it's not a big deal is because Nixon actually has not played football in 2 months.
Yeah.
If we'd have put him back on, let's say I'm ready to play, and we'd have put him on the field against the Rams, there's rust that needs to be knocked off. Yeah. There's the fact that he has not actually played any football in this offense. He's only seen it on paper.
Yeah.
What you damn near could have put me back there in the field and I'd have known just as much as what Joe Mixon would have done. Now, I'm not saying he isn't better. Yes, Joe Mixon still would be the best running back we have. But if you don't know what the offense was doing, you're one hit away from being hurt again.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you this. This is the would you rather that I didn't allow you guys to hear.
Oh shit.
Which tandem would you rather have for a 4-week stretch? Nick Chubb and Damian Pierce, or Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams?
Nick Chubb, Damian Pierce. I'm mad at myself for having to think about it for that long.
Yeah. I mean,
my answer was in the lab. I agree completely with the Nick Chubb and Damian Pierce. And it's crazy because I think that Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams would stay healthier. That's the bad part, but
But would they really? Would they be effective?
no.
Oh, but I don't think they'd be effective healthy though. And
Right.
Miles, come on, man.
I mean, that's the Dallas Cowboys running back room right now.
Oh, I know.
That's
Oh,
just,
no, when you said it, it hit me in the face like, oh fuck, that's really what they're going to start.
That is because
They're really
Miles
going to start
Sanders is mad because the Eagles didn't keep him.
Bro, they got Saquon.
yeah, they're good. They don't give a shit.
They're not worried about you.
They got a ring and everything. They're not worried about Miles Sanders' goofy ass.
Hey, so real quick, Curtis, before you go on to your next thing, I did not even think about this when we were talking about things to talk about. I just real quick, because this is kind of like a real quick question, guys. So what we gonna get our Christian Harris this year?
Ooh.
Handsome question.
I'm sorry, I didn't think about it earlier. It just popped into my head because he was on the injured list in this last preseason game with like just kind of like a nagging injury, and it brings me back to what Mike always says: did we ever find out what happened with Christian Harris? What was wrong with him?
They asked him, and he said it was a calf. He said
out
of his own mouth, he said it was a calf.
I think that's what it was on the injury report. Whenever
either they got their lie together, or maybe it was really his calf.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what calf injury keeps you out for 3 months, but
3 months.
That man was out the whole season.
Well, not a year.
He came back December, right?
Yeah, I guess. I think he came back from Miami game, right? He came back from Miami
October, November, December. That's I mean, it's a 3 month, and then he just didn't play for
like 2 more
months. He ran really fast.
Yeah. I think what we're going to get out of Christian Harris is probably closer to 10 games participated in, which is an increase. So I'm cool with that. But I also think they kind of game plan for that. I think the bringing in of EJ Speed is kind of sure up that. I think they really like Nick Neiman and Jamal Hill. I think that there's a good shot we keep 5 or 6 linebackers on the roster. And if it was up to me, that's who that would be. Azeez, Henry T, Christian Harris is the ones, and then EJ Speed, Nick Neiman, and Jamal Hill.
Damn, Jake Hansen out of there?
He got hurt.
No, he didn't. He came back and played.
He came back.
He came back and played. He's fine.
Oh, I did not realize that. I didn't watch the whole game though either. I was kind of cutting in and out.
I will say this. Christian Harris is going to be a part-time linebacker all year. I don't care. If he's 100% healthy, he's still going to be a part-time linebacker.
Well, I mean, yes.
I think we're going to see more 4-3 this year. Actual 3 linebackers on the field.
Yeah.
But there's a reason they brought in EJ Speed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be an actual rotation between Henry T, EJ, and Christian Harris. Them 3 guys are going to rotate at whatever other linebackers in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean,
they just paid Jalen Petrie. They didn't pay Petrie to play less snaps.
Yeah. Yeah, and with the injury to fucking CJ Gardner-Johnson and Jimmy Ward losing his brain, I mean,
meth is apparently a hell of a drug.
He loves to be messing around sometimes,
Yeah. Ain't nothing to mess with.
All right, so let's kind of pivot a little bit here, gentlemen. There were 4 roster cuts today for the Texans: Xavier Johnson, Dalton Keene, Trey McKitty, and Zach McPherson. None of these names were anybody that we were obviously like, yeah, come on, let's keep this guy. But
Did Trey McKinney actually play?
no, I don't.
I don't recall him in any preseason games.
I don't remember.
Oh, if it
I'm not
was at
trying to
the
be.
end, I surely didn't see him because
No,
I'm tapped
I
out by
watched
then.
I watched the whole game, so I never saw Trey McKinney. I saw Irv Smith acting up.
Yep.
Okay, so I remember
I
seeing
even saw
Irv
Lachey
Smith.
catch. Irv Smith was our leading reception guy on was it against the Panthers?
I think
Or was
so.
it the Lions? Yeah, against the Panthers, he was our leading receiver. I even saw Lachey, whatever the fuck. Sorry. Whatever the hell his name is, I saw him catch a ball. I never saw McKinney on the back of a jersey because trust me, I was looking for it. I wanted to see. Come on, somebody's got McKinney on the back of their jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I had heard somebody talking about how Xavier Johnson had like done something to catch an eye, but maybe I'm misremembering. All right.
He broke the hell out of his wrist. Like all of those guys you said right there. I know Trey McKinney, Dalton Keene, and Xavier. No, not even Trey McKinney. Dalton Keene and Xavier Johnson. Both of them were injured. So they both got paid to be hurt and go away.
I think that's what the asterisk was when I was writing this list, and I had to get a reference. Does the injury to Joe Mixon and the amount of time, maybe it's just the first 4 weeks for this thought experiment, it's only the first 4 weeks. Does this make the first 4 weeks a little bit more of a toss-up? Let me pull up the schedule.
Yeah. Well, the fact that everybody keeps saying the Rams are one of the best teams in the NFC, and I was like, dude, I'm looking at that roster.
Even playing?
Yeah, he's playing. They announced it today that he's going to play.
Yeah, he's been ramping towards it.
Oh yeah, he's not even on the injury report anymore.
I was looking at it. I was like, when did the Rams become one of the best teams in the NFC?
Yeah.
So like they're only one of the best teams because the thing about the Rams is I don't think they have it's like the Rams defense gets better as the season goes on, and then like I've always thought that Matthew Stafford was a great quarterback, and he has this. He also has a Devontae Adams to throw to now, and that's
I will say
two.
I forgot. I will say I forgot that. I forgot that earlier, and I was thinking about. I was like, "Why?"
You got to remember the Rams almost beat the Eagles. They almost beat the Eagles.
Yeah, but it wasn't a pretty game.
No. All right, so I got the first 4 games pulled up. So the Rams week 1, the Buccaneers week 2, Jags week 3, Titans week 4.
Nope.
Now, let's just say we got a healthy Joe Mixon. Does that first 4 weeks feel a little easier?
Not really.
No. I think with Joe Mixon or not, it can be a 2. I feel like you can walk out of week 4 2-2 with or without Joe Mixon. Just because and I'm talking about just because of the first 2 games, or you can get one of each and then split the damn. Just because it's division games, I know we have a bad division, but just because it's division games, and you can fuck around and split those.
You're being nicer than me. I say 3-1, or a chance to go 4-0
with Joe Mixon.
With Joe Mixon.
Without Joe Mixon?
3-1. I still say that. I don't have any respect for Tampa Bay. The Titans in Jacksonville. Come on, man.
I mean, I don't have no respect for surely not for the Titans in Jacksonville, but we did lose to the Titans last year and shouldn't have at home, mind you.
Correct.
Well,
and aren't we going to be playing the Titans at home? Is this what's going to be going on in this
that's the home
first
game.
4 weeks?
Yes. That's a home game with a rookie quarterback. And four games into the season, he's still really a rookie. That's for real a rookie.
I know, but like we lost to Will Levis last year, bro. Will Levis was for real looking like Andy Dalton.
Our offensive coordinator was Bobby. Damn, Bobby. It was Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, if you go back and watch the game, Bobby lost.
That game wasn't Bobby's fault though. We scored a bunch of points that game.
No, it was Bobby's fault. He slammed Joe Mixon into the middle of that defensive line about 6 times in a row, back-to-back plays. That's the strength of that defense. Why won't you go off tackle just once?
Oh, bro. I forget that's the strength of their defense. Because
why would you?
Man.
Yeah. You got 202 guys in there that are damn near 350 apiece, and you're going to run right at them when the weakness of your offensive line against the strength of their defensive line.
Yeah.
Bobby's supposed to be smart.
Not very, though. All right. Let's pivot again. Gentlemen, do we see any Texans trades in the future? Yes, you, sir, with your hand up.
They're not cutting Blake Fisher, but don't be surprised if they trade Blake Fisher.
Damn, interesting.
I'm not saying we bring in anybody. I don't foresee us bringing in more problems because we're trying to figure out where to play all the guys we have. What, we gonna bring in another defensive end? We don't need that.
No.
Cornerbacks, we're trying to figure out who's not gonna make it. Safeties, we're in pretty much the same boat. Jalen Mills isn't a lock to make this team.
Yep.
And we got 2 rookies. We have plenty on the defense. We just said we're 6-7 linebackers deep. The offense, what are we going to do? Bring in another offensive lineman? I think part of them is banking on Trent Brown to get healthy at some point.
Yeah, I agree.
Which makes Blake Fisher completely obsolete.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is he not already completely obsolete? Because that's the way it's been seen
he's
in
not.
the past couple of weeks. I get it.
Bro, he's 23 years old. He's not completely obsolete, but goddamn it, he's starting to sound.
Well, I'm talking about for the Texans. Not necessarily.
Well, shit, but I'm going to be honest. Before he got hurt against the Panthers, he wasn't playing horrible.
It's true. Chris, do you have any trades in mind that the Texans could execute?
Nope. Not off the top of my head. Nope. I have no answers for that question.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Before I even get to this, if this is one of yours, I apologize.
That's fine. Go for it.
If they can find a way to trade Jimmy Ward.
Nope. Not one of mine.
If they can find a way to trade Jimmy Ward, Nick Caserio's a problem. Somebody needs to give him a raise.
Do you know who would be interested in Jimmy Ward?
Who?
The one team that always takes all the criminals?
The Cleveland Browns?
Kansas City Chiefs.
I was going to say the Dallas Cowboys, but the Browns is also a good option.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So here's my 2.
Okay.
Justin Watson.
I forgot about him. Yep.
Christian Harris.
Ooh.
I can see the Christian Harris.
Because I know they like EJ. They love EJ.
Oh man, had I known you was gonna say that, I'd have held my Christian Harris question.
That's all right.
Because that'd have been perfect. That'd have been a perfect segue.
But the problem is, because this man hasn't played football in 2 years, do you trade Christian Harris for a 5th round pick?
What did we draft him with? A 3rd?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could probably get a 5th or maybe a late 4th, depending on who's shopping. But
is it worth it?
I mean, we've drafted some starters in the 4th and 5th round.
Oh hell yeah! I know we have, but is it worth it? For do we still have faith in Christian Harris being a game changer?
I mean, look, that one season, that first year with D'Amico being here, that was the most lights out football we've seen in a long time as far as linebacker play goes.
I was screaming Pro Bowler for Christian Harris because I was at that game when he picked that shit off and took it to the house.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yes, I was at that game too.
I was screaming Pro Bowler. That man is nice.
We left early and it still wasn't early enough.
I know they like Jamal Hill. I know they do.
Yep.
Christian Harris light.
Yeah. Well, he's honestly, I think he's bigger than Christian Harris.
And he's played safety his whole life. So that's crazy.
I think that the Christian Harris trade would be very, very unlikely. In all reality, very, very unlikely. It would have to be something that the Texans couldn't say no to. But the Justin Watson trade, I feel, could be very possible. Obviously, the Joe Mixon thing, we're technically have 5 running backs on the roster right now with Joe Mixon on IR. But I think they're going to try to keep some of the depth pieces that they have at either the offensive line or the defensive line. And one way you can do that is by freeing up a spot. Instead of going 7 wide receivers, you go 6, and you're going to keep obviously Nico, Christian Kirk, Hiddens, Knoll, and then you've got Hutch. And Barrios.
That's 6. That's a nice 6. And then keeping in mind that from what I'm hearing, they really think Tank's going to play this year.
Interesting.
They really think that. I was like,
yeah, they really need to think for next season, because do not rush that man back.
Yeah. No, it's him rushing himself back.
Well, they don't need to let him.
Yeah,
fight him on it.
He's going to need to get into a very good shape to even consider it. And if it's too late in the season, you know what I mean?
Pause it.
Yeah, for real. Just save it for next year.
I have no problem with him like suiting up. You can suit up. You can come and stand on the sideline. Look, fuck it. Y'all wanna let him return one kick? I don't even want to do that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He come back. He ain't returning kicks at all.
No,
I know.
You're gonna wrap that man in bubble wrap.
But the thing is, if he comes back, let's say those 6 receivers that you just named, who gets cut?
Barrios.
Yeah, probably Barrios. I could
see
Hutch though.
But bro, they're saying Hutch is the number 2 receiver right now.
Well,
he's a starter.
Well, they got Hutch at the number 3, and he's supposed to be swapping out with the Jays.
Yeah. That's what I've heard, is that he's.
Yeah, but as I see it, it seems like Hutch is still number 3 receiver though.
But that's number 3 only because Christian Kirk's only playing the slot.
Right.
There's no reason to play him anywhere else. None.
Yeah. But I mean, with slot, you've got Knoll as his backup and Barrios. The outside guys, it's Nico, Hutch, Higgins, and
you got 3 slots. You got 3 slots, 3 outside.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of flush with it. So I don't know. It's Justin Watson kind of seems like the guy who's on the outside looking in. He's also 30 years old, and there's a reason he never really had like a burgeoning career in Kansas City.
He does nothing great but block.
Yeah.
That's his
and somehow come down with touchdowns that he don't need to come down with.
That's Hutch. That's Hutch. Hutch is the same damn thing. Oh shit, nobody's open. Wait a minute. How the fuck was Hutch even? Hutch catches the ball. We didn't even know he was on the field.
Yeah.
Hey, not trying to be funny. That every time he catches the ball in a big moment, I don't even know who's on the field.
The thing was early in the year when we had Diggs, we had Nico, and we had Tank. There was times I was like, how did Hutch get on the field?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, somebody hurt?
Well, normally when he was on the field, it would be for blocking. That would be a normal thing, but for a pass play, yeah, I know, I get it.
He outplayed Mechie so much that Mechie wasn't on the field.
Yeah. Yeah. He even outplayed him so much in camp that Mechie's not even on the team anymore.
And by the way, he did not look good in the preseason game I saw him in.
Of course not.
First game with the team, new offense.
Yeah, we'll give him some time, but like I say, I still believe that he will not be.
Hey, wouldn't it be freaking amazing if the Philly cut him? It make Caserio look like even more of a genius.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're basically just getting free draft picks.
Free draft picks and players.
Yeah, and players.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Kenyon Green was waived today by the Philadelphia Eagles, which essentially means that we traded nothing but a fifth round pick to the Eagles in exchange for CJ Gardner-Johnson and a sixth round pick. Later on, when we traded with the Eagles again with the John Mechie trade, we obviously sent John Mechie and the original sixth round pick that the Eagles sent us. And then we received Harrison Bryant and the fifth round pick that we sent to them. So picks kind of washed the hands of. So we added CJ Gardner-Johnson and Harrison Bryant essentially for John Mechie.
Woo!
So with Kenyon Green on the free agency, the free agent wire, I should say, what are the chances that he ends up on the Texans practice squad as just somebody who's familiar with being around in the building?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I wouldn't. I'm not even okay. So look here. I think his pass blocking is atrocious. That's his problem. That's why I'm not mad about him being gone. But he can run block very well.
Mm-hmm.
He can run block very well. I've never hated Kenyon Green until I saw Kenyon Green pass block.
All right, now hear me out. What if we got him down about 85 pounds and he became a tight end that came in only during run plays?
Nah.
All right.
I feel like
No.
you'd be better. I feel like you
No.
do better and bring him put him in like a fullback.
Guys,
That's what I think would be better.
Y'all do know Jakob Johnson is 260 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what you're talking about Kenyon getting down to.
Yeah.
Why not just keep Jakob?
No, we're going to keep Jakob anyway. I mean, because technically he is both a tight end and a fullback. So,
also with that being said, tight end room, who goes?
Well, I mean, I don't think we would actually make Kenyon Green lose 85 pounds.
No.
But
I'm not even talking about Kenyon Green, but I mean,
I think he means just in general. Like you mean for real. We're not even talking about Kenyon Green. You just mean
Kenyon Green.
Because we have like what 6 tight ends or 7?
Well, we already
got 7 now.
Cut 2 of them already.
Dalton and Cade are definitely.
Oh yeah. What was it? Dalton King, right?
Yeah, Dalton Keene and McKitty.
Both of those guys gone.
Yeah. So that means we got Schultz.
Oh my bad. I didn't even know McKitty was a tight end. I was. When they're bottom of the barrel, especially I don't do it on purpose, but my mind just blocks them out.
Chris, that's somebody's child.
Yeah, and he also makes way more money than me. So
yes,
he's making way more money than me to not play football. You see that?
That does sound like some bullshit when you say that out loud.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
So I mean, what we got? Schultz, Stover, Irv Smith, and Locke,
and Harrison Bryant.
Yeah.
Harrison Bryant.
So what's that?
So we've got 5 on the roster right now,
and Jakob.
Oh yeah,
that's 6. That's what I'm saying. So like, who goes?
Probably Locke on the practice squad, and then it's
See,
I think you probably practice squad Irv Smith, if I'm being honest, because I think you get the same kind of thing out of Harrison Bryant, but he's a little younger and his blocking is a little better.
And he can catch a little better.
Well,
shit. Irv Smith showed he can catch.
Irv Smith was, when he came into the league, he was supposed to be like supreme athlete, tight end, could catch the ball, and he could block. And then it just never happened.
You're supposed to be Kellen Winslow without the attraction to old women.
Yes. Yes.
That's what he was supposed to
But he didn't live up to that. Harrison Bryant basically had the expectation of being a tight end 2 when he was drafted.
do. Mhm.
He's really just been buried on depth charts ever since. He got drafted by the Browns where they already had Njoku and
Who's the other
who's,
guy?
I can't remember who the other guy was.
Shoot,
Oh,
one of them was
was it
ex-Texans.
Hooper?
Yeah, they had Hooper at one point too. And what's his name? There was Deshaun's favorite tight end.
A masseuse?
No, the tight. I'm sorry.
Jordan
No, the one that came from playing baseball, and he was like a 28-year-old.
Akins.
Yes, they had Jordan Akins as well.
Yep. Forgot all about that. Yeah. So I mean, and then he gets cut from the Browns or traded from the Browns to the Eagles, where he's behind Dallas Goedert and fucking Stoll, I think is his name. Again, buried on the depth chart, used for special teams and run blocking situations.
Mhm.
I don't know that Harrison Bryant's ever going to be anything other than just the guy who comes in and blocks, but I think Schultz, Stover, and Harrison Bryant as your 3 tight ends, and then you got Jakob Johnson.
It's not that bad, yeah.
No, it's pretty solid. But
And who knows? We do have an offensive coordinator that might be able to fix it.
yeah. I mean, one of the big things that we heard about Bobby Slowick last season, after the season, was how he admitted to just failing to be able to scheme open tight ends. So we're literally about to watch a guy who was a part of, I don't know, probably 2 of the top 5 tight end rooms of all time. He was with the Patriots when they had Hernandez and Gronk, and then
No
he was with the Rams, and they had Higbee and Gerald Everett and
Well,
what's that
and
other
you
guy?
remember one of the things they said when they were talking about him is before he got to the Rams thought they had messed up with Higbee.
Yeah.
They were getting ready to let him go and go try to find somebody else. He gets there. Higbee's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah. All it takes sometimes is just the right person being in the right facility at the right time. And it makes you wonder how often people are just drafted or, picked up in free agency to the wrong spot.
Except for Johnny Manziel.
Well, yeah. The only place Johnny Manziel would have succeeded was the massage parlor that Deshaun Watson kept going to. It's the only place.
Can't believe either one of those guys are engaged to be married. What the hell?
Real, bro. Do you guys have anything else?
No, just like I said, these roster cuts are going to be entertaining. That Justin Watson, that tight end room. The other thing, before I forget, Danico Autry is apparently 100% healthy.
Okay.
I don't know
that
what the
brings me to another thing.
What is that defensive line doing? What are they gonna do?
Yeah, that's another thing. Since you want to bring that up, what is going to go?
Bodies.
What's going to happen there? Would Autry be a person that might be on the chopping block to be traded?
I think I've heard enough people say that there's going to be either 9 or 10 defensive linemen kept on this roster, that it's very, very likely that Autry ends up making this. So you got obviously Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter.
But you might as well count Barnett as well, too.
Barnett and then so Hunter, Anderson, Barnett, Darrell Taylor. And then I'm doing all the defensive ends.
Oh, you're doing
it. And the thing is, they've already said that Dylan Horton and Solomon Byrd caught them off guard.
Yeah.
Both of those 2 guys have been the best defensive ends we've had all preseason.
Yeah.
And it ain't close.
Yeah.
They actually outplayed Will Anderson and Danielle, but they also played more games, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. And then on the interior, we'll come back to those 4 guys on the outside, but on the interior, you've got Settle, Rankins, Foley, Togai, and I've heard that Hufunga would be on the practice squad. But Danico Autry kind of blends both of those worlds. He would probably be your defensive lineman number 9.
That is
You
9.
you also have Mario Edwards Jr.
Oh fuck, that's
I
10.
forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
And they just paid Mario. They
Yeah.
paid Mario to come back, so he's not going anywhere.
Exactly. Danico and Mario Edwards Jr. are basically the same kind of player. They can play inside or outside.
But didn't Mario Edwards like 3 years younger? Was it like more than that?
Well, it's more than that because Danico Autry is like 36, but Mario Edwards Jr.
31.
Yeah, he's like 30, 31. So, but I mean, look, this is a defensive line room that's probably the best collectively that we've ever seen. And that's crazy considering some of the defensive lines and, edge rushing talent that we've had with the Houston Texans. But, this is going to be kind of a fun year to watch defense. I'm excited for the season. I can't wait. I think we're like 14, 13, hold on, 16 days away?
Yep.
Something like that?
I like your math. I like your math better than mine.
It says 16.
Today's Monday?
Yeah.
I think it's less than 16, right?
No, 13. 13.
Okay.
With 13 days.
Yeah.
13 days out, gentlemen. It's going to be one hell of a time. But look, I think it's a good spot to go ahead and wrap it up. So, gentlemen, I want to thank you both for coming on and talking Texans ball. Folks at home, I want to thank you all for watching this evening. Take some time out. Go to Mike's page at Mass3 Productions all across the social medias. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Do the same thing for Chris at That's Crazy Podcast and Talk all across the interwebs. And then do the same thing here on this channel. Like, subscribe, notification bell. We're trying to all grow our channels and grow together. So help us along the way. That being said, thank you all for watching. Be good people. Go Texans.
Go
Go
Texans.
Texans.